Hello, friends. Welcome to today's daily devotion as we are continuing to look at the 11th chapter of Romans and Paul's description of Israel being restored by God's grace. Today we're reading verses 25 through 32. Hear now these words. My friends, so that you don't think too highly of yourselves, I want you to recognize the truth, hitherto hidden, that the callousness which has come over Israel is only partial and will continue only until the whole Gentile world has been gathered in. And then all Israel will be saved. As the scripture says, from Zion will come the deliverer. He will banish ungodliness from Jacob. And they will see the fulfillment of my covenant when I have taken away their sins. From the standpoint of the good news, the Jews are God's enemies for your sake. But from the standpoint of God's selection, they are dear to him for the sake of the patriarchs. For God never regrets his gifts or his call. Just as you at one time were disobedient to him, but have now found mercy in the day of, Just as you at one time were disobedient to him, but have now found mercy in the day of their disobedience, so too they have now become disobedient in your day of mercy, in order that they also in their turn may now find mercy. For God has given all alike over to disobedience, that to all alike he may show mercy. Sorry about my messing up the reading there, but this is a pretty dense section of Scripture, and sometimes it's hard to keep the words straight. But here's the point Paul wants to make for those who are non-Jewish followers of Jesus, that we cannot think of ourselves too highly, to look down on Jews. And it's amazing to me that we have this 2,000 plus year history of anti-Semitism, of the rest of the world looking down on the Jewish people and thinking of them as the scum of the earth. My friends, this cannot continue. This is not what we are called to be. We are to recognize that God, in God's sovereignty, has indeed selected the Jewish people to be his chosen people. And it is through them that we are saved, for Jesus was a Jew. In his resurrected state, Jesus is still a member of the nation of Israel, and God's mercy extends to all in our disobedience, all in God's faithfulness. And so God has chosen to do things in the way God chooses. And we should not think that somehow we are better than anybody else, because God's choice stands over and above anything we might choose. So if we can't think too highly of ourselves, what should we think about ourselves? Humbly grateful as recipients of God's mercy. And I'll see you tomorrow for our next daily devotion.